All right then, guys, before the run, I actually recorded a video, but it did not record. So I genuinely like talked for 10 minutes for nothing, basically. But it is what it is, man. Before the run, I just talked about like I wanted to go for a run. It was actually a very good video. I made a very like good points there, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it again here in this session after the run because the run is finished right now. But I'm gonna edit this beforehand so that after the run, I'm still gonna talk as well. So basically, what happened is that this thing right here, this aux cable, like got into my phone and started recording it, and then of course the sound does not connect. So literally the video is there, but there is no like sound, you can say. But before the run, I actually basically said that it's the 13th of August 2025. It was currently around 12 p.m. It's right now around 2 p.m. you can say, 1:30, 2 p.m. I was hyped, man. I was like literally hyped going for this run, and I was like very hyped that I wanted to make it. Like I genuinely thought that I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna run the 21 kilometers. That was just basically it. I'm gonna run the 21 kilometers and everything's gonna be okay. But of course, it did not happen, to be honest. I just ran the 10 kilometers, as you guys know, and that was it. Like I could not really run, and I just could not run more. I stopped 3 times because I felt dizzy because of the sun. Like it was shining right through my head, like into my skull, you can say. It was not a pleasant feeling, man. I tried to like get rid of the feeling and like literally focus on the run, but I just could not do it because every single time I did that, I just could not do it. Like you can say the fucking demons came back and they hit me harder than before, you can say. The thing is that I wanted to also say something in the previous video that I did not say, the video that you're gonna see after this, is that maybe I need to like tackle this with logic and not so much with feelings, because I was so hyped up. Like I was so much into the feeling that, yeah, I'm gonna achieve this. I'm gonna achieve this certain result, which is a 21 kilometer. But I did not really go with it with the left side of my brain, which is the analytical side, and say, okay, this is the logic. Can I do it today? What preparation have I done? Have I really eaten anything? Like you can say good before this run. You don't have to like eat like 1 hour before. You can like say 2-3 hours beforehand. If you really ate a lot of like good food, like a lot of carbs, because if you're gonna run, you of course absorb a lot of carbs. So I did not do that. Basically, I like genuinely like ate 2 eggs with like a little bit of cheese and sport drink, like an energy drink, and that was it basically. So it was not a good preparation. So I feel like the next time when I'm gonna run, which I feel like Sunday, I'm gonna attack it with more logic. Like today, I'm gonna like make a new Google document, you can say, and I'm gonna say, okay, this is how it is, and what can I do till Sunday to actually achieve that goal that I have in my mind, which is the 21 kilometer, right? So I'm gonna attack it with more like logic and not like motivation, and that shit is good, but it's not like going to bring you far. At the end of the day, what's going to bring you far is genuinely like the logic you're gonna apply to say, okay, today I'm gonna run the 7 kilometers. Tomorrow I'm gonna put another mile, you can say another kilometer, 8 kilometers, and then 11 kilometers, 12 kilometers. So you're not really going from a noob, which is like runs a 2-3 kilometers, to like 21 kilometers just like instantly. You need like steps, small steps that you have to go by. You can only do that with logic. You cannot really do that with feelings, because your feeling says, yeah, I need to run at 21 kilometers. But yourself, which is basically a beginner runner, because I've been running like 2-3 months, not really that much, even though I still thought that I could do it, I could not. A beginner runner, which was not even been running like 6 months or something, says, yeah, I'm gonna run half a marathon, who has been only running like 2-3 months like myself. So you have to like get away from the feeling, and this is basically advice that I'm giving myself, and hopefully you can relate to that. You have to get away from the feeling. You have to apply logic when you want to do something. And when we're talking about logic, I'm not talking about in the sense of like attracting women and stuff, because no logic is like applied there. When we're talking about logic, I'm talking about in the sense of like achieving something great for yourself. So for example, in business wise and academic wise and like sports wise and health wise and whatever, you have to like apply this like patterns of behavior, and these patterns of behavior are based on logic. And because you have like applied those things from the logical perspective, you can then achieve the 21 kilometers on your way. So your feeling once again says, yeah, today I'm gonna run 5 kilometers. A week from now, I'm gonna run 21 kilometers because I'm fucking pumped up and I want to do it. That's not really how it works. You have to build it up. Otherwise, you get shit like this. This is basically the thing that I've learned, is that you have to apply logic to the thing that you want to chase. You cannot just sit there and say, yeah, I feel pumped today, so I'm gonna run 21 kilometers. Well, maybe you can achieve it. To be honest, I'm not saying you cannot achieve it. Like feelings are great. They actually push you a lot, like beyond your limits that you've perceived by yourself. But at the end of the day, what comes down to is like logic. Say, okay, is it really smart? I've only ran like 4 kilometers in it previously. Is it really that smart to run 21 kilometers today, of course it's not smart. Like you're just gonna lose. Like it's just at the end of the day, you're just not gonna make it like I did. I still managed, like I said, to take the 10 kilometers, as you guys will hear after this video, after my run, because right now it's like half an hour later or something. So I'm like more relaxed, but after the run, I just could not do anything. Like it was like very hard to fucking breathe because it's hot as shit out here. Sun is like shining and stuff, and I was like running through the forest and shit. So it was like very fucking difficult. To be honest, I'm glad that I did this because it taught me an important lesson. Once again, I think I did not really fail. Even though you can say it's a failure, I can extract the lesson out of it. I can see it for what it is, which is basically to extract, like to basically apply logic to this situation instead of looking at it from a perspective of, okay, today I feel like running 21 kilometers, so I'm gonna run 21 kilometers. It just doesn't work like that. I feel like if you want to do something, do it with logic. That's basically the entire point of this video. And another thing that I want to say, man, is that this passion that I have is coming back again. Like not the passion of creating videos, even though that's been a passion of mine since like the beginning of time, you can say. I like literally, this may sound weird and stuff, but I like genuinely coming in front of a camera and spitting some game and like saying, yeah, guys, this is how I live. Maybe you can learn something from it. I'm not saying what you have to do, what you need to do. I'm just giving my own perspective to the game, and you can listen to it or not. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's my channel, and I'm like filming my journey on the way. I see it as a diary, you can say. I said it also in my previous video. I see it as a diary. I see it as something that I can look back 5 years from now and say, yeah, I'm glad actually that I made those videos, because look where I started and look where I am right now. So in the pursuit of the, you can say, on the positive path, I want to see myself 5 years from now and look back and say, yeah, I'm glad that I recorded my videos, man. I'm glad that I genuinely recorded the journey on the way, because if I did not do it, then it would have been a waste of time, man. And I feel like if somebody, like I've said so many times in my previous videos, if somebody can like learn something, extract something from my own videos and actually help their own lives, like my mission is done on earth, like my purpose is fulfilled. At the end of the day, that's the greatest feeling I feel like I can have, is like to genuinely help somebody who's in, you can say, not in a good state of being, and to genuinely, like with my videos, to give some inspiration, to give some motivation, to basically say, you can do the same, man. You can genuinely do the same. You can train as hard as me. You can follow the purpose. Like you can follow your own purpose. You can follow your own mission. You can do the things exactly that I'm doing. Like it doesn't have to be with health. It can also be like with different domains of life, like academics, like business, whatever, like your career, job. Just work as hard as possible, my friend. I feel like it's fucking awesome. Like being a young man and like working hard as possible and like seeing the limits that you can basically go beyond, because at the end of the day, the limits that are there, you have created them. You have to outwork the limits that have been perceived by yourself. I've said this 8 months ago to myself, and I was like journaling very deeply, and I said to myself, yeah, that's basically right. I had this thought experiment that basically every single limit that I have, some are genetics, right? We cannot like deny the genetic stuff and shit, but like every single, like you can say a lot of the limits that I have, I've literally created them for myself. I've put them there for myself, and I feel like the mission for me, the purpose for me, is to go beyond those limits, is to see what I can actually do, is to see how far I can take it. I may never take it to the full extreme, but at least I fucking tried. And you can do the same, man. You don't have to be the fucking next NBA player. This may sound cringe stuff, but I saw a video of David Goggins. He said, I may never be an athlete. I may never be fucking the Olympic, like, best athlete ever of the world, but I still grind, because it's genuinely a good feeling. Like chasing the natural dopamines instead of like fucking doom scrolling on TikTok and shit. It's really a fucking blessed feeling, man. It's like, this was hard, but right now I'm fucking happy as shit. I can like go right now at home. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna record another video. It's just productivity after productivity. I feel like that's just how you should live life. Like you should challenge yourself to every single extreme. You may never achieve it, but at the end of the day, you've done it. You've done it. You've done your best. You can live with that. I can live with that. I may never achieve the thing that I wanted to achieve, but because I've tried it and I gave it my all, genuinely, I gave it my all, like I couldn't care less, because I could not have done more. I couldn't have done more. I did what I could have done. I feel like that's a good philosophy to live by. And this passion that I have, this self-love that I have, is I'm starting to cultivate it again. And it's very good to see it, man. I feel like this self-love, this authenticity that I start to have again, and like with recording videos, with like pursuing the academics, with like going to my job with a fucking smile instead of like a down face and shit, like growing a little bit my social circle and stuff, like becoming more social, learning to talk and shit, like having communication skills, learning sales skills. Like it's fucking awesome to be alive, man. This self-love is, I feel like, what a lot of men have to cultivate within themselves. You don't need anybody, my friend. You may, of course, at the end of the day, I'm not saying like if you're like, it depends on the age, of course. Like if you're 30, 40 years old, you still don't need anybody, by the way. But if you start to feel lonely, what I would suggest is like do something difficult, because you can look back and say, yeah, fuck yeah, I've done that. Like you can create this self-love for yourself. It doesn't like, it's not instantly there. You have to create it for yourself. You have to build that self-love. And how you do that, you don't build self-love by looking in the mirror when you're like 300 pounds and say, yeah, I look great. No, you look in the mirror and say, oh yeah, maybe I don't really look that great. And I'm not going to change for another person. I'm going to change for myself, because it's my own fucking health. If I'm not gonna change with my like fucking height and maybe my own weight, which is like 300 pounds and I'm like 5'8", whatever, or even 6 feet, 6'2", I'm probably gonna die sooner. I don't want that. So I'm not gonna do it, because I don't want to die fucking sooner. So I'm gonna change for myself. That is when you have to cultivate the self-love, because when you go on this journey and you're like been on this journey for like 2-3 years, and you can look back and say, damn, I fucking love myself, man. All of the fucking trials and tribulations, all of the hard work. Of course, there are people involved. I'm not saying you have to be a lone wolf and shit, but most of the work, you're doing it by yourself. And that's fucking awesome, man. Like you can see the growth that you have taken with yourself. And that's when you like start to cultivate the self-love again. That is when you start to see yourself for what you are, which is a fucking brilliant being. You start to become in this state of being that says, yeah, I can do whatever I want. I genuinely love myself now. I don't need anybody. I don't need validation from that woman. Who fucking cares? And I feel like I'm starting to cultivate that self-love again. And I feel like I've lost that, to be honest, for like a couple of months. I've been on this path for like 5.5 years now, on this self-improvement path, self-inquiry path, whatever you want to call it. And I've been like genuinely starting to cultivate the self-love again, which I feel like I've lost for a very long time now. But it doesn't matter, man. It genuinely doesn't matter, because I'm back on it again. I'm back on a passion. I'm back on doing what I love, doing what makes me happy, doing what like pursuing my own passion, doing what makes me feel good. I don't need validation from anybody, man. Like if this video gets like 20 views, 100 views, million views, I don't care. It's fun. It's good to have it. I'm not saying I really like do not care in the sense of, yeah, I want views and stuff, but because if I get more views, more people will like watch these authentic videos and shit. And maybe they can relate to it. But it's not my main priority. The reason why I do this, once again, is because I want to see my channel as a diary. I can look back at it in the future, say, yeah, this was me, and look where I am right now. So once again, my friend, pursue this self-love. And you only can cultivate self-love with doing hard shit, I feel like. Because when you do hard shit, you can look back and say, yeah, I've done that. And you then cultivate yourself. You have to build it. It's not there already instantly. So that's what I wanted to say in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. The other fucking video that I made was also like 10 minutes, but it just did not record. It did record, but the voice, like, you cannot hear anything because this fucking cable was like plugged in my phone. It's not great, man, but it is what it is. I still recorded another video. I'm gonna record another video today, and I wish you guys a blessed day. It's fucking good to be alive, man. Like, do the hard work. Like, do the fucking hard work, man. Like, do genuinely the hard work and you will feel way better. Chase the natural dopamines. Then you will feel way better. Like, every single time, I've already said that so many times. After a run, I feel like a god. Like, after a run, even though I may not have achieved the goal, like today, 21 kilometers, I just feel like a god. I just feel like I'm a reborn being. Like, I'm just a superhuman being. This is what happens when you do hard things. At the other side of the spectrum, you can say to yourself, yeah, I'm glad. That's the message of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this, you can leave a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna make more content, of course, because it's a passion. That's basically it, man. That's basically it. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. I failed again. Actually, this is the first time failing the 21 kilometers. I wanted to run the 21 kilometers, first time doing that. Highest I've run is 15. And today I just could not do it. I just did not have the energy. I don't know why. Stopped 3 times on my way. Felt very bad, very dizzy. To be honest, I did not really eat a lot of food before starting this. I only drank like 1 energy drink, and that was it basically. I could not do it. I ran 10 kilometers in 53 minutes. I stopped 3 times because I was so dizzy. Fucking sun was shining on my head. Did not eat a lot of food beforehand. Only 1 energy drink. It was not a smart preparation, to be honest. First attempt I failed. I just could not run anymore. Like, I stopped at 6 kilometers. I stopped like a minute or 2. Then I kept running. Then I stopped again at 7.5. I stopped again for like a minute or 2. And then I ran one more time till 8.5. Stopped again. Did not feel good, man. Like, I just could not breathe. It's way too fucking hot. And then I got it from there. So 8.5 till 10. And then I stopped. I just literally could not like move anymore. Like, it was absolutely like crazy. I did not make it, but I'm still gonna post this video online because, once again, it's a part of the journey. And because it's a part of the journey, I have to feel like responsible to literally film the entire journey. So I'm gonna also post this online so that not only is it good for me, like, it humbles my spirit sometimes. Go a little bit beyond theory, you can say, but it also show you guys, for the people that are watching, the journey is riddled with failures, you can say. I just cannot do it, bro. Like, the things like I'm thinking about right now, what could I have done better? But it was genuinely nothing I could have done better. Like, I ran at a pretty good pace as well, like 4.5 to 5, you can say, minutes per kilometer. But at the end of the day, it was still not good enough. It was good in the sense of like the speed and stuff, but I was not really focused on that. I was more focused on genuinely finishing the 21 kilometers, which is 4 rounds around this area. I did 2, which of course 10. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I did the 10 kilometers. You can say I'm proud. I'm not really. I'm pretty, you can say not angry, but a little bit disappointed in myself because I've been training for like 2-3 months and still cannot do it. To be honest, I'm a couple of weeks now, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm actually going hard on weightlifting again, not really running. I have to be honest with that, but I've like prepared 2-3 months and I just could not do it. And it's just mental, man. It's just really mental. And sometimes I wanted to quit so many more times, like, man, on that run, especially at the end, like when I was like a 9.5, just could not do it anymore. It was just, I did not quit, of course. I finished the 10 kilometers, but it was just like very heavy. It was like, I cannot even describe the feeling. It's just beyond feelings, you can say. And it's just, yeah, it's fucking, it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna sit with it too long. I'm gonna learn from this lesson. I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna try it again. I think, I'm not quite sure, I'm gonna try it Sunday, which is literally the day before going on vacation. So it's gonna be fun as well. So it's like in 4 or 5 days right now. I don't know, I cannot guarantee anything, like if I am going to achieve it or not. But like, as you can see on my lips, bro, it's like white stuff and shit. Like, I'm literally fucking dehydrated. Low on electrolytes right now. Yeah, I'm gonna try it again Sunday and see what happens. And I failed. I genuinely failed again. Not the 10 kilometers, not the time. It was just the 21 kilometers. I've run, like I said, 15 kilometers and cannot fucking do it, man. But I will come back. I will genuinely come back. I will make this happen. And to be honest, it's really a pain in the ass to run with your phone, man. Like with my hand, like it gets sweaty and stuff. So it like wants to like go away and I do it in my other hand and it's still like not good. So I have to like literally buy a watch away from that hindrance. But it was also like very hard, man, to be honest. I'm not making an excuse. I'm coping. I'm just not coping. This is just literally, it was very hard and I just failed. But it doesn't matter. We always come back stronger. That's a lesson that I wanted to give in this video. At the end of the video, it's a journey, my friends. For the people that are watching, maybe the 10 views that I get, 20 views, I don't care. For the people that are watching, man, at the end of the day, bro, it's a journey. Even if I like got the 21 kilometers today, tomorrow is like, okay, it's fun. Let's do the next one, right? Like, you're not, like, life has no end destination, you can say. It's not like one day, yeah, you're gonna just like sit at the beach of like fucking Thailand and shit, like, and everything is like done. No, life is like a continuous process. That is what you have to realize. That is what I have to realize. Sometimes I know this, but you have to, like, once again, like I said, go beyond theory. And when you go beyond theory and put this into practice, like way hard, like we can always like sit here and theorize about different like topics of self-improvement and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna help. Because you have to go beyond theory, you have to put it into practice. You have to not always like sit in front of a laptop, you can say, a laptop screen. You have to like literally put the work in. You have to go out there into the real world, as I say it. And this is what I've done, but I did not achieve it the way I wanted to achieve it. It doesn't matter, I will always come back, like I always do. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I could not like make content when I was running. I just cannot do that. Maybe I'll learn in the future. But it's like very hard when I'm like very focused on the finish line. I'm like filming, hey guys, I'm running right now, and talking and stuff. It was mental. It was mental. I'm gonna make another video today, which is about the lie that I've lived on self-improvement, or I'm gonna give it another title. It's gonna be awesome, man. I'm back. The passion is back again. I learned from this lesson. It's not a failure. Well, I failed. Actually, I failed, but I like extract the lesson out of it, you can say. And we will keep going, man. It's not finished till it's fucking finished. I'm gonna get it one day. And for the viewer that is watching, I'm gonna get it one day. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, maybe not even a month from now, but I will get it one day. And I will run the 21 kilometers. To be honest, I also need a lot of more equipment, you can say. I need better shoes. I need also a watch, like to regulate my, you can say, speed and stuff, and not run with the fucking phone. So I think I'm gonna buy a Garmin, and we will see, man. We will fucking see. It's just another lesson in the universe. Like, it's a beautiful view that I've got here, guys, you can see. Like, it's very peaceful to just sit here and think about life and stuff. And once again, my friend, your peace should not be negotiable. I wouldn't trade this for anything. I swear to God, this is just life. I like this. It's the peaceful existence. It's watching the water flow. It's watching the nature and not being in thought, like thinking in negative terms and stuff, but more in the presence of the nature around you. I couldn't trade this with anything else, you can say. So I'm glad that it's happened. I'm gonna enjoy the nature a little bit. And I'll see you guys in the next video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something out of this video. That's what basically my goal is to, if the people are watching, they can extract some lesson out of it. Not only also benefits for me, but also benefits for you. So it's mutual. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Keep taking care of yourself. Bye-bye.